right, so I have had the luck of finding someone that has a whole lot of arcade games. Some of you probably have noticed I collect arcade games and I restore them. And so in the process of trying to buy new games, I've had people forward me games or lists of people or Facebook groups or Craigslist groups of people that sell arcade games. And so, you know, I travel all over Ohio, I travel all over Kentucky and Indiana. I would probably travel across country for something that is worth it. So a friend of mine tells me about this arcade group on Facebook, so I go and I check it out. And I got lucky enough to get a Paperboy, which I don't know if you guys remember Paperboy. Some of you may remember it from the old NES days. But Paperboy, for me, was one of my staples of growing up in the 80s. And so to get a Paperboy and to actually be the guy that owns it is crazy. Like, I can't believe that this guy owns an arcade Paperboy. But this is a virtual reality channel, so why am I bringing that up here? Well, because he not only has, you know, arcade cabinets, and not only does he have pinball machines, he also has one of these. This is a virtuality system. Now, when I was a kid, the promise of virtual reality, I can't even say it now. The promise of virtual reality, it was like, it was always right there, man. And the fact that it never came around it tore me up, because I mean, that's the whole reason I started this YouTube channel, is because virtual reality was in the back of my head since the day I was a little kid. Well, this is one of those systems from when I was a kid, and everyone was you know, showing you these things in magazines. And here was the system with a guy with a giant thing on his head, standing inside a yellow ring. And I've never seen one in person. I've kind of always imagined how big they were, and it's huge, man. I mean, look at that, like next to an arcade cabinet. I mean, here is a Punch-Out arcade cabinet. I'm 6'3", 6'4". I mean, it's pretty tall. And here is this. So, I mean, you get an idea of it. It's pretty darn big. What I didn't know about it, and what I love about seeing it, first of all, it feels like you imagine a hard plastic, and on top of that, there are these yellow, squishy, spongy items around the ends and on the inside, which makes sense. I think as a kid, I just always assumed that they were going to be like hard, but here's what I guess I never thought about how a person got into it. Well, this lifts up, and it's got like a spring in it or something to keep it up. It's really impressive. It's got this this key to it right here, or like a pin. I'm assuming you stuck your belt or something to that. It has two buttons down here. Top one says link up, the bottom one says single play. Now these are just pieces and parts to it. He said that he also has the rest of the system here, so I'm gonna hop over this way and take a look at that. You can see it here next to the Paperboy I bought. It's this right here. Same thing, just orange. And then the rest of the system, I believe, is over here in parts. He said that there's an entire computer system to it. Just overall, it is like a museum. It's like a part of history right here. A huge part of the fact that you have subscribed to this channel, you're watching this video, you own an Oculus or you own a Vive or an Index, is because of this guy right here. And I can tell you, from what I understand, the people involved in this have a direct link to the Oculus Quest and the Index and the Vive. So amazing stuff. Holy crap, I am beside myself. Did not expect this today, and I'm excited. I hope you found this educational, if not a little silly. Thank you for watching.